gentlemen, please welcome the blue corner, Razvan Tanase.
Trăiești în România de fapt nu că e ceață praf. E un sistem bolnav într-o țară frumoasă pe care o fac pilaf.
And please welcome the red corner, Matthew Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be three-minute rounds fought at the maximum weight limit of 205 pounds. Introducing your fighter, fighting out of the blue corner from AVT MMA in Leeds. Welcome, Razvan Tanase. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner from DNA MMA in New York, welcome Matthew Heavy Hands Hall!
Here we go, touch of gloves before we start. Referee calling them in for the final rules. Big men here, and we've seen so far what the big lads are like. We've seen the middleweights in action. Now it's time for the light heavyweights. Tanase just getting told to be back into his corner, and we are underway. Touch of gloves, of course, before the bell starts, and a big stiff jab to open proceedings here.
Hall coming forward. His nickname is Heavy Hands.
But he opts for a lovely big knee and then a trip.
Yeah, a nice lateral drop from Heavy Hands. It's his debut, but I'm assuming through a reputation in the gym, he's got that nickname. Tanase doing a good job slowing the fight down.
You touch on the gyms there, of course, both guys representing good gyms. Hall coming out of DNA, MMA, and Tanase coming out of AVT in Leeds, a gym that's really thriving at the minute.
Yeah, AVT, obviously legendary UK gym, has been around for a long time, whereas I think DNA MMA, although a very, very good gym, hasn't been around the longest amount of time, but fantastic matchup. I've been very impressed with any of the DNA MMA guys I've seen. Clearly got some good switched on coaches. Tanase using this body lock.
Both men up to stay in this clinch position almost here.
Yeah, obviously this might be the plan for Tanase to try and... Beautiful knee! Really, really good knee to the stomach. I think it seemed to hurt Hall. Hall's posture changed completely, and now it has allowed Tanase to get to a front headlock position. Hall now trying to wrestle.
Oh, they're pushing this up, but again, Tanase looking to work big strikes into the body there, into the ribcage. You can see the reddening instantly from them.
Yeah, after the first 2 or 3, there's just this massive red patch on the side of Hall. Those shots carried some serious power from quite an innocuous position.
Nice knee though there, the inside of the leg, but another shot to the body there. And like you say, I wonder if this is the game plan for Tanase. Chip away here at the body, work hard at the body to then ultimately get money in the bank as the fight goes later on.
Yeah, and you know, we've touched on it a few times. Preparing for someone who is a debut can be quite of a challenge because you don't know anything about their skills. However, I feel like Hall's nickname has kind of given that away a little bit. The fact that, you know, you see the guys called heavy hands, you're just going to assume he's going to come out and try and chin you. However, he's got a beautiful lateral drop earlier and good offensive wrestling here.
Look, this is good offensive wrestling, but Tanase's doing a great job off the bat with his back against the cage at landing these big strikes.
Yeah, Tanase seems to carry some serious power. Obviously, that knee earlier in the round, from where I was sitting, it looked like it hurt Hall. Hall's posture changed, Hall started shooting, and there's another really good knee.
If you're scoring this, what are you doing? Are you looking at the relentless wrestling of Hall, or are you looking at these shots that Tanase's landing?
I mean, if you are going by the definition of...
Big takedown there at the end, just on the buzzer.
I thought Tanase landed weird on his arm there, I'm not going to lie, but I think he's okay. I think you do have to give the round. Well, it's weird because by the strict definitions, the very strict definitions...
Here's this drop. It looked like he just managed to tuck his arm in time there, but I see exactly what you mean, that right arm. He was going to post on it and then just pulled the arm out the way in time.
Yeah, it was a really, really high energy takedown. In the last couple of seconds of the round, it seems like a bit of a waste of energy, like you're not really going to get much off of a high amplitude takedown in the dying seconds of a round. If you'd done it earlier in the round and established a good position, I could see the trade-off, but it wasn't particularly the best trade-off as far as like energy expenditure goes.
How much does that come with experience then, and maybe it being your debut, not getting carried away, but just thinking, yes, I'm going to land this before the bell goes?
I mean, yeah, he seems to be very confident in his wrestling. But yeah, I think it does take time to develop those in-fight senses to know when to pace yourself, when to do this, when to like not actually jump on an opportunity, because he clearly is well trained, saw the opportunity for the takedown and went for it.
Touch of gloves and back underway here in this second round. And again, looking for the big shot and landing the miss. Tanase swinging a bit wild but connecting.
Landing that right hand, obviously throwing himself out of position a little bit.
Referee pulling this here. I think it was a short little elbow that Hall may have caught him with. I don't think it was intentional. I think he looked for a hook. But I think as the arms come in, I'm not sure if we'll get a replay of this, but as the arms came in, I think he's just clipped Tanase with the elbow.
Yeah, just entirely incidental. No malice behind it, but it has allowed Hall's back off the fence. Hall has managed to get his back off the fence in the reset, get a bit more of his own offense going.
And
Tanase looking for a spin there.
Yeah, Tanase, of course, just really standing side on, suggesting that the spin attack was coming, but opting not to throw it.
Beautiful body kick from Hall. Tanase manages to read it, close the distance, get to a solid body lock. Tanase just getting himself a slight angle to the outside, but Hall pummeling his underhook through and shooting.
Threatening though the neck is Tanase as Hall's looking for this takedown once more up against the cage.
Yeah, Hall just driving Tanase's back into the fence. Tanase going for those big body shots again.
What would you like to see from Hall here, I guess, to advance this position? Because we've seen him here for a long time in that first round. And as much as, yes, it is an advantageous position, he got hit with a lot of big strikes to the body.
Yeah, he needs to just... I was about to say he needs to maybe come to a striking position, but I think he's just thrown a knee that has strayed low, hit Tanase in the cup. I think another thing he could do when he's in those offensive wrestling positions is switch to the single a little bit more. I feel like even though Hall himself is a big guy, with these big guys it can be quite hard going for the double leg because you're contending with 100% of their weight, whereas when you go for single legs on bigger people, you're forcing them to balance on that one leg. And it's obviously a lot harder for bigger people just due to gravity and due to the laws of physics to stay on one leg for long periods of time.
Here we go after that accidental low blow. We are back underway. Let's see how this plays out halfway through the second round, and they're swinging on each other again. This is what we love to see. Both headhunt for kicks, but a lovely trip from Hall here right in front of the commentary booth. Be interested to see what he looks to do here.
Nice
lovely up
kick
kick
from Tanase. Hall was leaving his head a little bit too far forward.
And look, I think you certainly realise that now. He's standing there trying to edge his way in.
Ref just having a word. And he gets past the side control.
Nice job. And now
Hammer
the body
fist to
shots
the body
from Hall. We've seen them from Tanase all fight. Now Hall deciding up for them instead. Possibly going to look to tie up the neck here. Work his way around to the back.
Hall looking for the knee to the body.
Big knee into the body there from Hall.
Pushing the back of the head down, making it hard for Tanase to get up as he rains these big shots in.
Referee giving him a warning for back of the head shots.
A lot of these are hitting the arm, but some are sneaking through. And Tanase cannot stay here forever or the ref will stop the fight.
Referee telling him now to get out right in front of us here in the commentary booth at BFC5 as Hall is raining down. He's looking at this referee, and it is all over. Matthew Hall living up to the Heavy Hands nickname with some big strikes to end this one in the second round.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight. Big strikes. Obviously, Tanase went for that kick. Hall managed to trip, get past the side control, and he started landing his big shots.
Tanase just having a word with the referee at the end. I think he's unhappy that he's been caught maybe with a couple of strikes he shouldn't have been. But look, that's a big win there tonight for Matthew Hall.
Yeah, and as unfortunate as that is, I don't want to sound harsh, but sometimes as you were turning your head to defend, almost like the shots to the back of the head, as the guy starts throwing the strike, it's on target and you turn your head and present the back of your head. Like, they're not necessarily illegal. It's not a thing you can stop and complain to the referee about. Obviously, it is unfortunate that some of the shots strayed that way, but
ladies and gentlemen, after some fantastic back and forth action, your referee has stopped this contest in favor of your winner in the red corner, Matthew Heavy Hands Hall.
And Matthew Hall takes it and gets the first win in his amateur debut. Up next, we have another very intriguing amateur lightweight bout